So regarding the U.S. title picture for the women, I'm actually extremely excited to see how this is gonna play out. I feel like when it comes to the women's storylines, like they've been the most alluring. Like they found a way to kind of keep the crowd roped in, right? Like we see how that. I mean, whether you feel okay about the Rhea Ripley Liv Morgan storyline is one thing, but like at least we're looking to see what's gonna happen there, right? But then you also have the tag team title picture. You have all these singles competitors, and now we're looking at them like, oh, like they're actually utilizing the roster of women that they have, and it's not just the same 3-4 names that we're
Yeah.
used to, right? So at least I feel like with this United States picture, it's looking good. But my thing is, right, because I'm looking at the bracket right now. Are these gonna be triple threat matches, and then one person advances? Because the way they have it set up, it's like
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I think go
it's
from
triple threats.
triple threats to singles matches.
Mm,
Yeah.
wow.
Fire.
I mean, I
Even
like it
in that, that's
regardless, but
innovative.
yeah, I
Fire.
like it regardless. It's gonna be a little interesting, but I, I can kind of see how it's gonna go if that's gonna be the like Bianca Belair versus Chelsea Green and Blair Davenport. Like, come on,
Yeah, yeah.
that's a slaughter right there. But I do like just having another title. Like, you need another title. You got it. You got to have some that these women could fight for. It's about time. They've kind of earned that. Like a lot of everybody that's involved in this bracket is has been on TV. They're hard workers. Like, we know what comes with them. It's just a matter of like who this title elevates, right? Like I'm kind of hoping it just doesn't go to somebody that's already like a household name, like the Bianca Belair, right? Like, of course she would deserve a title, but at the same time, it's like, what does that do for the roster as a whole, right? Like, we kind of want to see other people have a chance to make themselves known. Whether that works out or not, I don't really know. But hey, like someone like a Naomi, right? Naomi's been out there grinding. She's been helping them for so long, and like having her return and be a part of this little run they got going with the women. I like it. So I think it would be nice to see Naomi possibly get one. Maybe they play on the Bianca Belair Jade Cargill thing. I don't know, but I think as a whole, it's tough to see that title going to anybody else just based off the names. But who knows? But another thing, you just gotta wait and see. I'm liking it, but yeah, I got to see how it plays out. That's really it.
Nah, no, 100%. And I agree with you on that. I feel like if this was like the Vince McMahon era, I would have easily thought Tiffany Stratton would have won this belt. I mean, won the belt and had the briefcase. Like,
Yo.
I actually don't think that's a bad way of writing this inaugural belt. Like, give Tiffany the belt, have Tiffany have the briefcase. And then I think that helps you build a star because now people are like, okay, you got to defend this belt, but you still got this briefcase. But I think that'll be the second way I'll do it, minus the Jade Cargill and Bianca. But at the same time, it's like, do I really want to see either of them as the United States champion right now?
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Yeah, that's what I was
I
saying.
don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I genuinely don't. I think this belt would do the most for Tiffany Stratton. I think with where she is, kind of the storyline that they've been playing with her, holding on to the belt. A lot of us are waiting for her to turn on Nia Jax, and she's been in a lot of these feuds. Never, if I'm mistaken, I don't think she's held like a belt yet. Am I wrong with that? Has she been a WWE Women's
Just
Champion yet?
he's
No,
only had
right?
the NXT belts. Yeah.
Only NXT belt. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for letting me know that. But so yeah, I think it does the most for her. I know Jay was saying I don't know who this really elevates. I think Tiffany the most. I think probably
Mm-hmm.
second most. I could see someone arguing for Jay Cargill. I don't think it does anything for Bianca Belair, just like another stamp on her legacy. But I don't think it
Yeah.
takes her from here to here. It just takes her from here and then like she's still here. You know what I'm saying? So
It's like one
I
step.
think I think Tiffany Stratton for sure, and I think moving forward that belt can be a staple if done right, and advertised right. Hopefully, whoever wins that belt will have to travel between both brands and potentially all three to defend it. I think that also helps elevate the belt. Like if that title was just going to be exclusive to one brand, I think that diminishes the belt. I didn't hear if anybody confirmed that yet or confirmed the nature of how that would be defended. But
Mhm.
yeah, that's how I feel about that. How you feel about that? Oh,
Um, I think I only see two people really winning it. It's either going to be Tiffany Stratton or it's going to be Bianca Belair. The reason why I say them, I don't even know what the brackets look like. They could be possibly in the same bracket. Now, I'm tweaking right now, but
No, they're
those,
different brackets.
nah, they opposite sides. They like
Yeah,
Jade is
opposite.
here, top right, and Bianca is bottom left.
so that's the
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
that's clear. And I think if you give it to Stratton, it gives her a nuance to her character, it helps her grow. But if you give it to Bianca, she becomes the first Grand Slam champion, and we need that. Me being a
Ooh.
Bianca,
I didn't think about that. That's a good point, bro.
she needs that.
That's a good point.
The first black and regular women Grand Slam champion, she gets
Mm.
that. You know what I'm
Damn,
saying?
once you said black, it made me feel like it's not happening. Damn. You had me inspired. But once you said first
But
black,
I
I was like,
because
oh
Yeah.
shit.
because we
Fuck it.
called Triple H
Damn.
out on the way he was pushing us as a
Yeah.
coach. So I think it's a possibility because whenever we call Triple H out, he always turned to Bianca Belair. That's his
Yeah.
yeah. So
Bianca Belair to Triple H is what Brock Lesnar was to Vince.
Yo.
that's
Just, hey, yo, get out there.
go go go.
Oh, we need a main event.
Uh,
Damn. Damn.
it's the
Damn.
real guys.
Ah.
Uh-uh.
Damn. Not again.
Yo,
And the
that's
final
crazy.
member of this, I'm on my own.
Yo.
Come on, Triple H. Stop doing Bianca like that. I know you ain't got Charlotte and Sasha and Becky right now, but
Yeah.
stop doing that to Bianca.
They they all be back soon. Including Sasha, because I don't know what Monet doing. Get out of
Yeah, yeah.
out of here.
That's
Get
salute
out of
to
here.
her. That's she making her money. She happy. She's Sasha Banks to me.
You was supposed to be the USA champion, Monet. Get out of
For
here.
real. Come on.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
CEO, get
We
out
out
of here.
here.
Oh, CEO.
She got to be a topic of one of our pods one day. For sure.
For
For sure.
sure.
I think she's probably the most complex women's wrestler of this era. And when I say complex, I mean it's hard to really, for me personally, it's hard to really know where I would rank Sasha. I used to have Sasha really high up in my standings in terms of like this era.
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know where I'm at with her now. So I think she should be a good topic. But minus all of that, yeah, I think you know.
Not to change the subject, I don't know where I would rank like if they're top 10 list, I don't know where I would rank a lot of these women now because some of them have gotten really good and some of them
Yeah.
Hmm.
have fallen off. And
Mhm.
that be biased because I don't know who I would put better as far as Bianca or Charlotte now. And that may be because Charlotte's been injured and it's been like a year and a half since I've seen her just about close to.
Yeah.
So
You're talking about
ACL.
current rankings, right? You're not talking all the time,
yeah,
right?
all time, all time. I don't know
You
like
think
where I
you,
would
you don't know where Bianca and Charlotte is all the time? I
like.
love Bianca. I just don't think she's quite
No, I don't know. I don't know.
really.
I don't.
Hmm.
I,
I got to
like I
dig
said,
deeper into that now that you said that.
could be recency bias, but I don't know. I'm really high on Bianca,
No,
and
100%, 100%.
Yeah,
And it's not.
I
I
agree.
wasn't trying to knock Bianca. I was just saying. I was just thinking about Charlotte's accomplishments. Like
yeah, Charlotte
Charlotte,
got a lot of
yeah,
accomplishments.
Charlotte's accomplishments is,
She has the most titles, right?
Yeah, but it
I
takes
believe
About
losing.
so.
that.
Yeah, but it takes losing to do that too, right?
It takes
Yeah.
a
But at the same time, no. If and literally no pun intended when I say this, but if I'm watching a match and I'm looking for the charisma, the in ring flair, like I want to watch Charlotte
Ooh.
Flair. I want to
Hmm.
watch Charlotte Flair, and right close to her is Bianca Belair. So that's why I agree with in terms of
I
like
mean,
I gotta look into that again because
yeah, Charlotte Flair is my number one favorite women's wrestler, like of
yeah,
all time. All time, that's
yeah,
my favorite
100
women's
percent,
wrestler. But Bianca's a close 1B, like for
yeah,
me.
yeah,
Hey, those two are like my women's wrestlers of all time. No, trying to
nah,
trend all that.
100%, 100%. And I'm so happy WWE rewritten that wrong with having Bianca lose to Becky like that, because I
Yeah,
thought it was going to be downhill from Bianca from there. So shout out to Bianca. I don't want to just give WWE credit and take credit away from her, because she still had to still be who she was and still be a great wrestler. So shout out to Bianca. I think right now for sure, if I'm doing, damn, I can't even say for sure, because if I'm doing women's rankings right now, Bianca, I don't. Where do I put her compared to Rhea right now? Where do I put her?
Mm.
And as much as I don't care for the character, where do I put her right now compared to like a Liv Morgan? Like, as much as I personally don't care about Liv Morgan's storyline and the character, I do also, same thing I got to do with Cody Rhodes sometimes, is just show respect to what they've done over these past
Like
months.
they
Like,
run.
yeah,
that's a
I can't just shit on, Liv Morgan's run, although I don't care for it.
ranking
Hmm.
because the two women that you named are carrying groups while she's carrying a whole new.
That's real.
So
That's real. That's real.
it's-
Liv Morgan stole somebody's group from him. I think that's fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's, again, as much as I don't care for it,
Yeah.
when we get on here, I gotta try to talk objectively, except for maybe Cody Rhodes. But anybody else, I gotta try to talk objectively. And with them, it's just, you gotta give credit to
What's
where
up for
it's
the
due.
coaster?
Liv Morgan, to me, in my eyes, honestly, she went from what I called the Rock movies the other day, Jay. I said the
Oh
Rock
my
movies
god.
range from ass to high
Ass,
level mid,
high level
and I
mid.
think that's exactly what Liv Morgan did. She went from
yeah,
ass to high level mid, and I
yeah.
gotta respect high
Morgan,
level mid.
I give it to Mid Morgan. Doing all right.
Yeah, she mid Morgan. She mid
That's
Morgan.
20 million on a 250 million budget.
I mean, that's mid Morgan. I mean, she
At least you're gonna make my money back, Mid Morgan.
she's not
I
quite
ain't
in first
oh,
class, but she might be in the first row of the regular seats. You know.
sure, ain't no profit, no profit, but she gonna make the money back.
For real. Man, it's like, cool.
Yeah.
That's a fact. We break even with Liv. We don't.
Word.
We're not in the green with Liv. We're in the super green with Roman. When it comes to Liv, we break even.
All right, we'll see.
Man, he can hold the belt. Let's
Oh,
let's give
oh,
you Raquel Rodriguez, so you ain't getting fucked
word.
up every time you fight Rhea Ripley. Like, excuse my language, but yeah. But yeah, now that's fire, and I think we hopeful to get Charlotte Flair back. Charlotte Flair, been out for a while, hopefully to get Becky back. And I think talking about Charlotte Flair, this is kind of another perfect segue. You see how these segues are kind of just working with each other now? Speaking of speaking of injuries, the NBA on the flip side is also dealing with a lot of injuries and the declining ratings, and many people believe that it is due to, partially at least, due to the fact that a lot of these players are injured. There are a lot of players injured, but notable players. And when I say notable players, players that I believe, or that we would feel, if that team was going to make a run, that player need to be there. Those are the players that I wanted to keep on this list, because if I'd have made a whole list of the injured players, we would have been here till 1 o'clock. But the notable injured players, which is sad, but the notable injured players include Aaron Gordon, Kawhi Leonard, the entire Pelicans team minus Brandon Ingram, Tyrese Maxey, Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, John Morant, Carl Anthony Towns, Paolo Banchero, like just that list, I just named. And then when you start talking about role players, that it's really really sad, like where we are in terms of injuries. And I thought this topic was important when we talked about it when we was on the game, and that's why I would love to lead in with O on this topic, because I feel like O got amazing insight, and O
Real hooper.
played easily more basketball than me and Jake combined. I played a lot of basketball growing up, but I know O probably doubled the amount of basketball I played growing up. So, I would love for you
Thibodeau
to kick this
minutes.
topic off with, what would you attribute all of these injuries to? And after you explain that, if you were Adam Silver, what innovative ways that you would try to kind of like manage this situation?